Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the dollar store makeup challenge finally. I know it's been a few days. I've been trying to get this video up. I did just get a new camera recently, so I am trying to figure out how it works and how the settings work. So I'm still playing around with the lighting and the settings and all that stuff, but let me know in the comments what you guys think and how it looks and stuff, because I am still trying to figure it all out just because I am a newbie to this, because usually I just use my phone. So this is a little bit more complicated, but I did really want a new camera because I feel like I can just get better quality with it, but it's just going to take some time getting used to. But anyway, I did want to mention before I started that I do have some products that were $1, but they weren't at the dollar store. The majority of this stuff is from the dollar store, but there's like a few things, like there's a couple brushes, and then I have like an eyebrow kit and a lipstick that weren't from the dollar store, but they were all $1 or less. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there are alternatives to the dollar store, because my dollar store doesn't always have everything, but a lot of the other stuff was from Walmart and was $1 as well. But I just wanted to mention that and put a disclaimer out here just before I jump into it. But other than that, if you guys want to see the dollar store makeup challenge, then just go ahead and keep watching. Alright guys, so here I am going in with the BB cream and a little sponge. Honestly, don't waste your money on the sponge because it was horrible. It felt like a rock. So I was not really pleased with that aspect of it, but the foundation was okay. As a BB cream, it didn't even have SPF in it, so I was kind of like, okay, what's the point? But I ended up blending that out anyway, and it did take a lot to blend this out. As you can see, I sped up the video quite a bit. So the foundation wasn't the best, even though it did match me. Like, I was surprised with that, but honestly, I don't really recommend it. It was very thick and cakey, I feel like. So now I'm going in with this powder, and I actually loved this powder, but it did not come in my shade, unfortunately, so it's a little too dark for me, as you can see. But if you like a full coverage powder, I feel like you would really like this powder. It's great, and it's only $1. So if you're a few shades darker than me, definitely try it out. It's only $1. So I'm just going ahead and setting all that and making sure that everything is set. Now I'm going in with my brow stuff. Now this eyebrow kit is from e.l.f. They do sell them at the dollar store, but I didn't pick it up in my recent haul because I already had it, and as you can see, it's not my color anymore. But I love these kits. I think that they're great, especially like just for whatever, and if you're just practicing your brows. I feel like e.l.f. has great eyebrow kits, and they come in different colors as well. So I'm just going ahead and taking this e.l.f. brush, which they sell at the dollar store as well. So I'm just doing my brows, even though that they're the wrong color. So now I'm going in with this 3-color eyeshadow palette from LA Colors. Now, as you can see, it has like this shimmery shade in it, and when you first touch the shade, it like turns pink. Like there's no pigment to it, and it turns like this pinkish color. It's so weird. So yeah, it was kind of weird that it had like no pigment, but I kind of just went with it. I mean, it had some pigment, but it wasn't that great. The other 2 colors were okay. They had pretty good pigment. As you can see here, I'm just building up the color in my crease and just defining it and giving it more definition. And I'm just using this little e.l.f. brush from the dollar store as well. I love these little blending brushes from e.l.f. They're bomb, and then they're only $1, so if you need brushes, definitely get e.l.f. ones if you're just starting out, because that's what I did. I had like a ton of e.l.f. brushes. They're like the best for starting out, honestly. And you can get them at the dollar store, as well as the Wet n Wild ones. Like, they have a ton of Wet n Wild ones and e.l.f. ones, and they're bomb.com. So I'm just basically blending that out in my crease, not going really crazy, not doing a heavy look here. But the shadows did have quite a bit of fallout, so make sure that you tap out your brush if you're going to use these shadows. Now, I've never really tried LA Colors, any of their other palettes, so I don't know how any of the other palettes are, but honestly, I was pretty pleased. I felt like the pigmentation wasn't too bad. So I just blended it all out and kind of just went with it. So I'm really just making sure that those colors are blended, and now I'm going to be going in with a little definer brush from e.l.f. And I'm just going to be taking that darker shade and putting it on my lower lash line to kind of cover up my creasing from the foundation and stuff, because I did not have concealer or anything. I didn't see concealer at the dollar store, honestly, so I just was like, okay, I'll just smoke out the eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and I usually do anyway, so that's what I ended up doing. And it didn't look too bad, but I feel like it totally could have been darker, but whatever. So I just really blended that out and made sure that everything was like not harsh and all that stuff. So now I'm going to be going in with these eyeliners from Wet n Wild. It came in a 2-pack, and the one is like a grayish black color, and then the other one's purple. I just use the grayish black. I'm not a fan of wooden pencils just because they irritate my eyes. I always use gel, but I mean, it was good for a wooden eyeliner. I mean, if you're looking for like a cheap eyeliner, honestly, these were pretty okay. Like, I didn't have an issue with them. I just don't like rubbing up on my waterline because my eyes get irritated really quickly. So now I'm going in and taking the LA Colors liquid liner. Now, this liner I feel like is great if you're a beginner because it would really help you practice because it has a very thin tip, and it was very easy for me to get like a very pristine wing. And it didn't take me a long time at all. But the only thing is that it was very like patchy, I feel like, so I had to go over certain areas, which made the eyeliner kind of crack and stuff. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, I feel like if you're just starting out and you're trying to practice like doing wing liner, I definitely suggest it because it's probably really easy to practice with because it has such a fine tip. And yeah, I mean, if you're practicing, definitely try this liner out. I mean, for sure. Or if you just need like a quick fix or something. So, yeah, now I'm just going in and touching up the waterline and all that stuff and kind of getting everything to flow. And I kind of went back and forth with the liners and all that. So now I'm going in with some mascara. Now this mascara I loved for the bottom lashes because I have like non-existent lashes, so it was like small enough for those, but for the tops I wasn't crazy about it. So now I'm going to be going in with these lashes. Now my dollar store didn't have any lashes in stock, so I used these ones from AliExpress. They were 50 cents for this whole pack, and I'll link them down below. So now to bronze, I'm going to be using this darker pressed powder. It's the same as I used to set my face, but it's just a darker shade. Now, it was very orange on me. As you can see, I look like an Oompa Loompa. But I just used it and went with it, and it looked pretty okay. And I really love how these powders blend out. So if you are darker than me, I feel like if you are looking for a full coverage powder, these are bomb. And I just took like a more angled brush that I also got at the dollar store from Wet n Wild and just kind of like touched it up and defined it more. But, I mean, I don't think it turned out too bad. I just kind of look orange, which is okay, I guess. So now I'm going in and trying to use that little pinkish shade to highlight, and it didn't really work out that well, so yeah. So here is where my camera cut out and I lost the clip, but I ended up just applying a lipstick from Wet n Wild that was like 97 cents. It's like a pinkish shade, but I will put all the info down in the description box, so please go check that out if you're interested in any details. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. I will see you guys all there. Bye!